Hello, Joanne Wanagava here from freedommompreneur.bydesign.com. I thought to switch it up a bit because I decided to take a walk on the wild side. If you are a subscriber of my health channel, you'll know I had interviewed a really inspiring gentleman, Dr. Spira, on the mucusless diet. And today I have decided to take the leap and start doing weekly enemas. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you what I learned in terms of how to prepare for your very first enema. So I'm going to go over like supplies, choices that you have, tips and tricks, things you need to be cautious about, and what you should try to do the day or a couple of days before. But before I get started, just if you're new to my channel or my videos, just really quickly, this is a little bit out of the scope of my regular videos. However, I have a couple of channels amalgamating them. So this content in terms of health and sharing a bit more about my personal journey in terms of choices that I'm making to keep myself healthy will be more frequent on the channel. But my primary focus is videos and video marketing and helping people get started successfully and effectively on YouTube, as well as leveraging video marketing to get their message and their business in front of their ideal viewers and clients. So if this is of value to you, I'd welcome you to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell button so you're notified of any upcoming videos or when I go live. All right, so I've been thinking about this for a while, and I had interviewed Dr. Spira, I think in February or March. I'll include the link to that interview below. And one of the top 3 things he said for people looking to transition to the mucusless diet is to have an enema. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to do it. And I finally bought the supplies. I found this at Walmart for like $15, so it's not expensive. And so I'll just touch quickly on the supplies. You can either get like a bucket or a bottle like this. And it's really important when you're getting the bottle to make sure it has like a hook to make sure the pipe that's going to go into your rectum is smooth so it doesn't irritate your rectum. And yeah, it's like $15, so it's not that expensive. So in case you're not familiar what an enema is, it's basically a way to clean your colon by introducing liquid, and you introduce the liquid through your rectum or anus. It's relatively, a lot of people do it at home, and that's what I'm planning to do, but you have to be really cautious and careful, and that's why I'm doing this video about how to prepare. One of the things that they say is, you know, if it's not done well, you can be introducing infections and whatnot into your body. So it's just really careful. It's just really important for you to be careful and to prepare and plan well, particularly if it's your first enema. So some of the things that I learned in terms of preparation is, you know, if you have someone else in your household who's done an enema, I would avoid using their bag and buy your own bag or buy your own supplies. Like, it's $15, it's not a big deal. And then before you use that is to sanitize it and clean it well. So for me, for example, I'm going to be using like boiling hot water just to make sure it's sanitized, even though it's brand new, you know, just taking that extra step. I forget the right word in terms of, I don't know if it's sanitized, but just to clean it really well. Okay, so I talked a little bit about supplies. I talked a little bit about how you should prepare your actual supplies. Just really quickly, you know, I was trying to think as a new timer, this is my first time to enemas, there are so many enemas you can do. What are the best enemas to do for a first timer? And so I was reading different guides and blogs and books, and I found that the common one to start with is a salt water enema. And they really recommended not to go just a plain water enema because that can actually take electrolytes and things out of your body. You want to be adding salt. I'm just looking at my notes, and they said For sure, first of all, you want to make sure you're using filtered and as clean water as possible. So not tap water. I mean, I live in Canada and I know the things that they have in our tap water. So my water is filtered. And they said you want to make sure you're using pure sea salt, or, you know, staying away from the regular table salt and use pure sea salt. And the dimensions are 1 tablespoon to a liter of water. Right? The other common ones I said for beginners then is also like a lemon juice enema. So you're adding lemon juice to water. So I have the measurements here as a 1/3 cup for every 1/4 of water. But I find that common ones they said for new beginners like ourselves is just to use a salt water solution. Now, what should you be doing before you do the enema, and what should you be preparing in terms of the day of? Well, first off, you know, they recommend that the enema should be done first thing in the morning. And if you tend to have a bowel movement in the morning, then it should be done after your bowel movement, because then it'll be more effective, right? You want to do it close to a toilet. So I'm going to do mine in the bathroom. That's the recommended space. And I have 3 kids, so I'm going to make sure my kids are off to school or off to daycare before I do it. The other thing they said is that if you can, the day or a couple of days before your enema, you may want to consider doing a fruit fast. And I was reading a blog, and it said, you know, if you can't do the fast, I'm just looking at my notes here, if you can't do the fruit fast, so like for me, I probably would do like an apple juice, pure, you know, fresh pressed apple juice fast the day before. But if you can't do that juice fast, which will help to clean and just make sure like there's as little fresh waste there and you're just really getting a very effective colon clean. But if you can't do that, what they're suggesting is that within a day or 2 days before, you want to be avoiding any kind of flour products, any kind of meat, any kind of fish, any kind of eggs, any kind of cheese, potatoes, bananas, beans, and legumes. So, you know, those types of products that introduce, that tend to introduce high parasites or high not good stuff, high toxic stuff into your body are things that are hard on your body to digest, because literally it could still be in your body being digested the next day. So a day or 2 days before, if you're not able to do that fast with the fruits such as like apple and pear and grape, you know, those really easy to digest fruits, then you want to stay away from these heavy or hard foods. And for me, you know, why I'm doing it is I've actually decided to go back to being a full vegan. I was a vegan a long time ago, and I was like one of my best health moments or parts of my life moments. And I really just want to have optimal health. And so I'm transitioning back into being vegan. And part of that is introducing this weekly. You can do it daily. It's a bit extreme if you do that. It really depends on your health. And I would recommend you talk to a professional, right? And do your own research. I'm going to be doing it weekly. They said for beginners like ourselves, you're either going to be doing it weekly or start off on a monthly basis. But anyway, I'm doing this because I want to have optimal health. People do it to relieve themselves from constipation, to relieve themselves from bloating. People like myself who just want to have really great health. There's a lot of actresses and actors who claim this really helps them not only with their health but with their physical manifestation, and so some people do it for that as well. All right, so I went over supplies, I went over what you want to be doing the day before. The day of the event, say I'm going to be doing it on Thursday morning of this week. I'm going to get my kids out of the house. If I have my regular bowel movement, I'll get that done, and I'll set up in my bathroom. I'm going to try, they said to try your best to hold it in for 5 to 30 minutes. I'm a little bit worried I'm not going to be able to hold it for that long. I'm going to let you guys know on Thursday how it goes. But that's what they're saying. And they said while you're doing it, to try your best to massage your abdomen to make sure you can help your body get that water all through your colon. And the other couple of blogs I read as well is that, you know, you can even just slowly turn and do a full 360 as well. So So when you're lying down and it's working, just see if you can slowly turn around and do a full 360 to get the water around, or just massage your abdomen. Then after you've done the enema that day, you should really make sure you have a good hour after, like you don't have anything planned within an hour or so, and you stay near to a toilet, because you just never know, it might be a delayed clean out, right? So instead of up to an hour, you want to give yourself that buffer. So for me, I have my complete Thursday morning free, and once I get the kids out the house, I'll do it, and I have a good hour or two after, you know, in case I need to run to the washroom, I'll be close to hand to a washroom and to my own bathroom. And the other thing they said, actually, I forgot to mention is, you know, during and before, I talked about the juice fasting and staying away from meats and whatnot, but also staying away from alcohol and any kind of carbonated drinks, right? And just drinking lots of water those days before. So either fasting and drinking lots of water, or avoiding these heavy and poorer food choices as well, and avoiding alcohol and carbonated drinks, and drinking lots of water, whatever you're able to do. So for me, actually, I'm going to do 2 cleanse days. Actually, no, I ate something already this morning, but I can start my cleanse day later today. So I'm going to do like a 1.5 cleanse day. So today, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Thursday morning, I'll do my enema. And then like later in the day, maybe an hour or so after, I'm going to have a shake to break my cleanse and my fast. And I'll let you guys know how that goes. So that's what I learned. I hope that was of value to you. I'm going to do a video on Thursday to let you guys know how it goes. If this is, if you've done an enema before and I've missed anything, please do share in the comments below. If there's a question that you had about it that maybe I didn't answer, share it in the comments below. I answer and respond to all my comments. And I'm going to include the link to Dr. Spira's interviews. I did 3 actually, short, 1 long, and 2 short interviews with him. I'll include it in this description below. And if you have done your first enema, I'd love to hear what you thought, or any tips or tricks that you have for me as well. And yeah, I'm excited. It's definitely a walk on the wild side, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. All right, so Joanne Bonnie Gaba here. Thanks for spending a few moments of your time with me. Remember, as always, I love to say quality versus quantity in all aspects of your life, really. And I will see you next time.